distinctly my graduation dinner with my CTY Scholars cohort in Boston. We ended up having dinner at the Hilton in Boston and just having a celebratory meal together. It was great to see our cohort be able to have a reunion together, and it was wonderful being able to share that with our educational advisor, Shanna Hauser, at the time, who had walked us through our entire CTY Scholars journey so far. We ended up laughing, reminiscing, and just being able to give a good send-off to all of ourselves and our colleagues as we went off to college. One of the things that I realized very early on in my young career as a high school student was that I loved mathematics, and so I wanted to make sure that I took all of my education and distance education courses in math. So I took a lot of CTY algebra courses and kind of prepped to make sure that I was ready for taking some of the courses required to complete a degree in applied mathematics, which is what I ultimately pursued when I was at Yale. I ended up pursuing a role in the financial sector at first. When I graduated from college, I ended up working at Goldman Sachs, and mostly a very math-driven financial engineering department. And it was really interesting because I got to use a lot of my math degree to kind of help do some really amazing math modeling and kind of engineering modeling when I was at Goldman Sachs for my first couple of years there. And so now I actually work as a platform product manager and an API product manager for the Microsoft Search API, and I work primarily on search extensibility and AI solution extensibility for Copilot. Now, what that means is that I help people build solutions on top of Microsoft Search and on top of Copilot. One of the main opportunities that I got to take advantage of switching from finance into tech is being able to interact with a lot of different customers with a lot of different use cases and scenarios and needs for building on top of Microsoft platforms, products, and solutions. And so being able to talk to those customers on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis and be able to see them continue to leverage our solutions and drive growth in their product areas just makes me really, really happy. Pay attention to what brings you joy and what excites you. I realized very early on that math is what excited me, and how I found that out was through taking CTY courses in math and realizing I actually like doing this homework. These questions are actually interesting. I want to do more of these assignments. And so being able to pay attention to that and realize oh wow, this is a special interest for me. This is a special area for me that I want to continue to grow in. Ron Brown to my talk